4 days after the Election Commission ruled in favor of Eknath Shinde-led faction, allotting them the Shiv Sena's original symbol of bow and arrow, the Supreme Court is going to shortly hear the petition that has been filed by Uddhav Thackeray's camp challenging the Election Commission's decision.
क्लियर मैसेज था पूरे महाराष्ट्र को और पूरे देश को वो जाना चाहिए था कि शिवसेना हम हैं और शिवसेना का जो धनुष्य बाण ये जो उसका सिंबल है वो हमारे साथ है। तो जो बहुत दो दिन से जो मैसेज सभी जगह देने की कोशिश चल रही थी, झूठा मैसेज, वो क्लियर मैसेज हमने देने की कोशिश की है। हमारे मुख्य नेता एकनाथ शिंदे साहब ही रहेंगे जो अपने सीएम हैं और हमने 9 ठराव किए हैं। उसमें से सबसे जरूरी ठराव है कि सावरकर जी को हमने भारत रत्न देना, ये हमने एक ठराव दिया है।
Now, the Uddhav camp, meanwhile, is saying that it doesn't matter. The criteria that the poll panel had banked upon is irrelevant because the majority doesn't only mean majority in terms of legislators, but majority when it comes to the support of the cadre, which according to them is in their favor. They have also been alleging that the Election Commission has been biased and also have been making decisions that were partial towards the Shinde faction.
यहाँ पे ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सामने ये अब जहाँ पे बहस होगी, कंटिन्यूस बहस होगी और जो मामले कल तक यहाँ पे आए हुए थे उसी को लेके सुप्रीम कोर्ट आगे जाएगा। देखते हैं, सब लोगों की ये अपेक्षा है कि लोकतंत्र बहुत मजबूत रहे, प्रजातंत्र मजबूत रहे और जिस तरह से इलेक्शन कमीशन का जो भी उन्होंने रिजल्ट दिया ये किसी को ठीक नहीं लग रहा है। हमको तो ठीक लग ही नहीं रहा है, इसलिए हम सुप्रीम कोर्ट से दर्ज कर रहे हैं कि इसको आप रोके, इस पे स्टे लगाएं या इसको फिर एक बार आप जांच करें।
Arunil now joins us for more on this story. Arunil, now arguing in the Supreme Court yesterday, seeking an urgent hearing. Uddhav's camp has been saying that our name has already been taken, our offices in the assembly has already been taken, and the Supreme Court, if they do not hear this matter urgently, their assets and other offices and as well as accounts might be gone next. Just goes on to amplify how much is riding on this Supreme Court hearing for Team Uddhav.
Well, that is right. Uddhav Thackeray camp will be having high hopes. Everything depends upon the apex court now. Uddhav Thackeray camp have been saying about it that why they feel the decision by the Election Commission to give away the name Shiv Sena as well as their iconic symbol bow and arrow to the CM Shinde camp works against them. It is completely unlawful and unfair on them because the matter was already been heard in the Supreme Court. They also put a point basically saying that as many as 20 lakh affidavits of membership across the state of Maharashtra was sent by the Uddhav Thackeray camp to the Election Commission, but that was not even considered by the Election Commission of India. The Uddhav Thackeray camp is also saying that if a cumulative amount of the MPs, MLCs, as well as the MLAs and the Lok Sabha MPs who have stayed with Uddhav Thackeray, if you take the cumulative amount, the Rajya Sabha MPs and Lok Sabha MPs as well as the MLAs and MLCs, it comes to around 37. So that number is also not been considered by the Election Commission. The fear in the Uddhav Thackeray camp at present is that the office in the Maharashtra Vidhan Sabha, the office in the parliament belonging to the Shiv Sena has already been taken over by the CM Shinde camp. They have already communicated to media houses basically saying that nobody should be referring to them as CM Shinde camp because the Election Commission has recognized them as Shiv Sena. So they should be called as Shiv Sena. So everything depends on this crucial Supreme Court hearing that will be taking place. It is a make or break situation for the Uddhav Thackeray camp, and Uddhav Thackeray had made it very clear that they are going to fight it on 2 fronts. One is in the court and other will be on the streets.
Right. And what exactly is the ammunition that Uddhav Sena is using to fight their battle? Let's run our viewers through the arguments that form the bedrock of the petition that has been filed by his team in the Supreme Court. Now, they are giving a point-by-point rebuttal to the Election Commission's order that came out on Friday. What did the Election Commission say? That Shiv Sena's constitution is undemocratic and cannot be considered sacrosanct. This was the reason that was cited by Shiv Sena to argue that the Election Commission should consider the Constitution, 2018 Constitution, in order to rule in their favor. But the objection to that is that EC did not act like a neutral arbiter of disputes. Remember, even outside, leaders like Sanjay Rawat have said that there might be money that had been exchanging hands, bribes being paid in order to get a favorable order from the Election Commission. The order of poll body had said the Constitution is against democracy, which means the party has now become like fiefdom. This was because according to the 2018 Constitution, as quoted by the EC, the president of the party decides the members. He chooses, personally picks and chooses the members who are going to elect him. That is why the EC had said that the Constitution is against democracy. The objection to that being posed by Team Uddhav is that we didn't get a chance to rebut all these claims that were made by the Election Commission, and the order had already been passed against them and in favor of Eknath Shinde. The next point in the order was that Commission was forced to then reply on the test of majority, that they were forced to go with numbers which happened to be in favor of Team Shinde. The counter to that being put forth is that only legislative majority cannot decide this dispute, because remember, EC had relied on the number of MLCs, the number of MLAs who were in favor of Eknath Shinde, and total number of votes that were polled in favor of those leaders. The order then says that the verdict is based on votes polled and the number of MLA and MLCs, as was just pointed out by me, to which the objection is that while legislators might be in favor of Eknath Shinde, but the majority of cadre, office bearers as well as members of the Shiv Sena stand with Uddhav, because he is the son of Bala Sahab Thackeray and carries on his legacy, a legacy that according to Uddhav cannot be robbed from him.